Greetings and join us. This is we're back, as you can see. So yeah, it was an 8.5 hour drive. So yeah, longer than I thought it was gonna be. Not a problem, just long. So we're going to Anunnaki connections of Nebuchadnezzar. Israel. Hope I spelled that right. Yeah, alien contact. Okay. Again, Anunnaki connections of alien contact. We are coming to a timeline that we are going through a timeline change. I also feel like the spirit world is getting kind of like an upgrade. I think a lot of their being, I don't know, just I think the spirit world has so many selfish beings. I'm sorry. It's like, I think they're pretty bad, actually. There's some that are good, yeah, but there's a lot of them that are just absolutely horrific. So either they're doing a morality upgrade. As we change, they have to change because I think a lot of them are kind of stuck in their own ways. Just not accomplishing anything, but still getting pretty good attention. So, yeah, as we have to change, they're going to have to, get their act together. I think they're giving too much credit too, but that's my opinion. I think people give them way too much credit. I don't think they know what they're doing half the time. I just have to put that out there. I don't think they do it. I really don't think so. So I've seen their work. And it hasn't been that impressive. We'll go into that. So it's not all the spirit beings, but it's a good amount that are affecting our paradise here. So as we change, they have to change. I think more people will wake up to how messed up the spirit world really is. It's not perfect. It's got major issues. I mean, yeah, they might not have to take a shower and have to comb their hair, but it doesn't mean they're not, I mean, they're not a pain in the ass. So, and I'm talking about the positive ones. So, yeah, you can see that some of the spiritual gurus out there, you can see some of that. So, you can tell. So, so yeah, I did a video at the German place. So I'll upload it. I have to put it together, so it's going to be a while for that. Yeah, it's not exactly the most welcoming energy there. Far from it, actually. It is educational. Yeah, I feel like I made somebody mad being out there. It's like I haven't got a visitation yet. Yeah. I think what I see with the spirit world, it's like there's like a mediocre side of it, and there's a side that is decent, and there's another side that's just phoning it in. I think the phony in side is getting cleared out as we change things here. Now, how many people are going to be talking about that? Yeah, I think the spirit. I mean, there's a spirit world. Just they're set in their ways, and they've done, I think some of them just a lousy job here. And the ones that are trying to do good work there are getting sidelined by mediocrity beings. That's what I see. We see it here. We see it here. We are their energy. So the spirit world connected to our planet. So it's not just the aliens that are a pain in the ass, the spirit beings too. As some have run into spirit beings that are not exactly the most. You think it's all positive there, but then you get attacks and stuff from. It's like you wouldn't think you would get that from a spirit realm, but yeah, there's a little bit of everybody there. So yeah, they don't like being called out. They don't like being their flaws being looked at. It's like we're in the spirit world, we're perfect. It's like far from it. Far from it. That's why we're here. I mean, we got more power than they do. Why don't they incarnate here? It's like we're the strong ones. No matter what lifetime you choose, we're still stronger than them. Of course, many choose not to incarnate. The ones that are smart ass beings. Those are what I'm talking about. Smart ass spirit guides that are supposedly helping us. Well, I've run into them. Maybe not everybody's run into them. At the low end part of spirit world. Jeez. It's like it does exist. It's like the thrift store version of it, but worse. It's just lazy beings, you can say, something like that. I feel like they're have to, get their game up their game as we are changing things here. Not everybody's connected to them, obviously, but you don't hear about it ever. But they're there. Well, they just like getting some of them just like getting everything they want, and then they're just kind of sad the most of their lives. So, kind of calling them out. I know that some people might be able to pick up on that, but some of us have experiences in that. Yeah, I'll go into it down the line. It's a little bit controversial, I guess. Okay. Update. Okay. Guess I changed everything. Come on. Guess I changed everything here. Well, this might not be happening. Ah, there we go. So cybertalk.com, our private sessions. Those are new to all this. Scheduler. Whatever. Or had a channel, Google Hangouts, Zoom, chilling on my phone. Questions about 27th of August, though. Social network, the rabbit, and early access. Had to close down. Spirit Social is not getting any attention. Everything's going down the drain. Spirit Social had to go away. Just the way it is. It worked. It kept itself alive for barely, but it's not getting any. It's not getting any momentum, so it's gone. Might change, but right now it's gone. So, all right, I'm going to Enki, alien contact. See where we get with that. We'll see where I get with that. And Israel, Nebuchadnezzar. That's the one I'm really going for, the Nebuchadnezzar one. So, all right, blessings. Greetings. This is Enki with Anunnaki. Greetings to your collective. Yes, there is shadow energies that you're healing on your planet. They're in the lower atmosphere. Your Atlantean energies did open up the lower realms to learn from it, but not to be attacked by it and taken over by it, to understand it, to see it, to roam around the lower realms, but not to live it. But now you are in its dimension, the lower realm dimension, as you're experiencing, but also you're coming out of it. A slow burn, of course. It's up to individual. Your collective can easily switch energies, but most of them choose not to, of course. There's much to learn in the lower realms. You learn a lot about yourself. You bring yourself to a lower vibration, and then you work yourself up to a higher vibration. But yes, this can take years or thousands of years, depending on who you are. Anunnaki energies, yes, we brought many truths, different gender energies, as you're discovering more of yourself. You're just mixing. All of it really comes down to is the mixture of gender, male and female, within one's energy field to bring a balance. The balance helps you with perfection, where you're here to connect with. Many are still going through, so you're wondering what the test is. It's finding the balance that works for you. Everybody's different. And so to get to a balance that you're looking for, you have to go through all these different lessons. Your alien vibrations, see, yes, you're bringing a higher vibration here. Yes, for fourth dimension. Third dimension would be more of a fourth dimension, fifth dimension reality, even sixth dimension. Sixth dimension, yes, you can see how this is all put together. A more clearer view. Now you can connect to it now, if you wish. Not the easiest connection to make, not always the most easy to believe either. Such as, yes, you're Florida, one of aspects. Florida is an alien contact zone. Yes, it's used for Anunnaki energies of at least the lower parts of Florida after your Jacksonville. That is true. Beneath your Jacksonville. Much of your Florida was used for weather technologies at one time. And it was not in the location that it is today. It was in many places, actually. It was moved around and was attached to where it is today. Get your human to think around that one for a while. As much of your continents were placed placed by alien energies. As some of you will start to remember doing this yourselves, as the memories start to awaken of certain continents being moved, but you're a part of its movement. Yes, Mother Earth was moving a great deal, but you helped guiding it. There's much more to go into that, but I believe you have the idea. Yes, the unbelievable. Try selling that to your human race at its level of belief. As yes, you understand, as you're getting to understand, yes, the gender swapping, gender awakening, as you also realize much you're understanding your aliens, but also understanding how easy it is to move your countries around. Of course, you have to be at a certain vibration to do so. Your alien contact is getting stronger among many of you individually. As you are going through the test astrally for it to be brought into the physical momentarily. If you truly need to connect with it, does it, I believe you've heard this before, does it help you in your reality today? Astrally, it's helping out a great deal. But yes, there's many wars going on in astral too. There's different parts of astral war. A lot of it's peaceful, a lot of it is not so peaceful. And unpeaceful times is part of changing timelines here. Major timelines. Where instead of you're wearing a blue shirt, you're wearing a green shirt. That is a major timeline change. Meaning like changing dress codes and things like that, dress trends. It's a big deal. We'll just use that for example. What's changing your trendiness of your reality? Not, yes, this what's going on in your climate today is just a little push into a new direction. And it's going to go back and forth to where you're going to go with your reality. 10 years from now, you know exactly where it's going. But it's up to the debate where you're coming and going. As many of you know this. So as for alien contact, it's going to be, some of you will get certain timeline downloads of precisely when it will occur. In certain areas, certain of your world, much of it is being quieted down. Yes, your panhandle of your Florida, yes, is much manipulated by military energies to keep your aliens out of here. They keep much of that vibration out, but some want to hold the timelines, like keep timelines from changing. There are elite beings that are doing this because they're let's put it this way, some elitists are making a great amount of wealth at a certain timeline. And they want to continue that, but eventually those timelines have to go away. This is why you're having difficulties changing. Why timelines are having difficult to have a major change. Now you're going through a major change, as you can see. It's kind of being forced among many. But this is also awakening for many of your humans, as you know, to see more clearly or at least have an idea of where your reality is heading. A more spiritual questioning of your world. And some of you will, yes, develop abilities to get the attentions of others when the time is right. Some of you will start to levitate, walk on water. Okay, maybe not just yet, but you are working towards a different reality. Yes, a more of a superhuman reality, gradually, ever so gradually. You still have to humanize it, meaning that you have your magician David Blaine. He can do tricks, but even he has to stay human for a certain while. Because yes, many are remembering their flying lifetimes, and then they try it, and it doesn't always work as they thought it would. So, yes, you're going to come into a time period of your world where people are going to really test out their superhuman abilities. It's going to be a strange time to be on your world. But people who think they do can't actually fly. I mean, it becomes more part of a trend. It has not quite reached it just yet. You're going into that phase eventually. But Anunnaki rule basically, that's your spirit world. Well, your spirit world is connected to many things. It's connected to your cars, your animals, it's connected to everything. And there's some spirit beings that, yes, are headstrong, have to graduate in the spirit world. There is a upgrade in spirit too, not just here. Where some are, yes, very lazy, and they are known as spirit guides. Some of them. So if you feel like you have guides, now some of you have queer energies around you, but many don't. And you're here to test those guides. The reason why the world is slow as it is has some spirit guide presence there that are completely lazy. But that's part of their learning process. They're not ready to go into the fourth dimension just yet as a physical being, because they do connect to you. And they feel like they are physical, even if they're not. They feel like they're living through. So you're confident, you got an A on your test. They give them, like, I help get that A there. So they're part of world accomplishments. But some guides have actually graduated, but won't move up the levels. They just think, yeah, some spirit beings do think they know everything and don't move. They just sit there. And some of you have run into that. You have to clear out your spirit world has to be healed also. As Anunnaki beings, we've realized that early. That's why reincarnation, yes, some of are not forced reincarnation, but to bring a reincarnation can awaken the soul. Yes, it can bring it to stillness, but eventually it'll start to move. Some souls just don't want to evolve. They just don't. And that's what some of you might be running into. You might be feeling that blockage. So yes, there is a timeline energy coming in. A one of transformation, but it's not saying what it is, because we can't really go into details, but some of you are feeling a new wave of vibration coming in. It's like a window has been opened. That's all we can say on that. You're being assisted by other worlds. And that's another reason why you feel, because they're allowed to finally connect with you. Now they've been connected on a distance, but now you're starting to feel their vibration here. It is more realization of who you are. As yes, many cultures have their own awakening. You're all having your spiritual awakening will eventually be noticed by your popular humans, your popular world, your mainstream human, is you no longer be ignored. You're not yet is ignored, is seen, but not spoken about. The more it's going to go into the mainstream because it cannot be ignored anymore. So it might be a cult. Well, the third dimension has to have a way of describing it because it doesn't understand it. Is just some of those, yes, are very third dimension, and you add aliens to it and spirituality, different dimensions, and their minds are they just can't comprehend what you're talking about. It was because they're warning from this Earth's vibrations. They're at a level. They're just that window in their mind is just not ready to open. And realize also spirit beings. Yes, you realize they're in spirit, but they can be headstrong too, meaning that they keep the human shut down. They're not ready to open up either. Yes, they're in the spirit world, but they're connected to the human. And they know the human is not ready to awaken to aliens and all of this. Because it will cause, yes, health defects, heart attacks, mental anxiety. Of course, many of you are going through it now. But you're at least be able to face your anxieties where many don't understand where it's coming from. And where many of yours is coming from, it's just many are going through anxiety right now that you are awakened energy is because humanity is locked down. And it's been locked down for more than just a couple months, years, or for some of you, forever. So you feel that lockdown energy, and an astral is here to try to open it up. But people are just kind of fighting it. So anxiety can come from the astral world, where we're getting at. So, since you. Greetings. Nebuchadnezzar, greetings to you. Your heart chakra is awakening more. The heart chakra of your earth. Now, everyone looks at your world chakras differently. My point of view is Israel is a heart chakra of the earth. As much of my energies are still there. Influence, maybe not the most liked person, but also part of a seeding of knowledge in Israel. Of secret societies, of course. Mysteries of your planet, your creation of your Illuminati, as was created through Babylonian energies, to continue on, of course. But Israel plays yes, it is kind of the capital of your world. Some might disagree. Others, not so much. That is, yes, a ruling class. Well, to make sure your reality, because realize many Babylonians are there. As the story of Babylon came to an end, so we just transitioned. I think you understand where that. But basically, Israel is part of to keep the timelines going as they're needed. Babylon was fourth dimension, yes. And cannot exist in your current reality. So Israel, Egypt was set up to continue. Now they were in fourth dimension also, but they were designed for more part of your society. Babylon was the seeding of your current reality. As many of you look in their past, a lot of it came from Babylon. So, and a lot of it's been lost for good reason. But Israel is there to make sure that your timelines, the main story of your reality, continues as planned. This is why so many of Israel are part of power levels. Doctors, lawyers, movies, etc. You can say what you want about them, all you want. It's just the idea is to continue the world as it is. Now you can always the people of your world can always change things. Of course, they feel like they can't, but they can. But they're learning so much from the diary. I call it a diary because you're going into the knowledge of the earth. It's like an ancient diary, an ancient energy. So when you reincarnate here, Yes, you go into your life, but also you go into the Earth's history. Not always knowing about it. Uh, Obviously not in the physical. Well, some of you might. So when you incarnate here, you figure out who you're going to be. You're going through the Akashic records of the Earth and the physical. Well, you're doing it at a spiritual level, but you are doing it at a physical too. So this is why so many humans become very locked into the physical. There's so much they want to learn, so much they want to be. Of course, the reality you're living in, you don't have a Julius. Some people act like they're Julius Caesar still. They just modernize it in their own way. And you're saying taking the history and modernize it, making it modern in your own way. So we'll just leave you with that type of way of looking at things. This is why so many are having difficulties awakening them. Because there's so much history here, they can't get enough of it. They're not realizing it always in the physical, some are. So when you're talking about fourth dimension, fifth dimension, you're going to your modern school, because your modern schools, they don't talk about fourth dimension at all. Well, they do, but they don't realize it. So you're going by the school's timeline. Your universities create timelines. You're going by your school's timeline. Now, if you had a timeline where you're talking about fourth dimension, fifth dimension, you walk out of your body, you can connect with astral. Now, of course, there's mystery schools with that, but they're called mystery schools for a reason. If more of those type of schools are made public, more of your humans will start to gravitate to those knowledge. So right now, they're connected to the university reality that's been created here. Your Oxfords, your Harvards, etc. But most of you're going into that mystery school energy, and it's forbidden. It's difficult, but you're also here to bring it, to make it more part of your modern schooling. So that's what you're here to do, to make it more normal. Hard, isn't it? That's why your aliens have not fully appeared from their skies. You're making magic, all of this more modernization as it goes, part of your curriculum in your schools, but not in your normal way. As you more talk about it, bring it to your vibration, it becomes more popular. So, leave you with that.